Hi everyone, I'm MaryAnn. I'm a visual artist and voice coach from Singapore, currently in Singapore, and welcome to another installment of my vlog series, Live Your Dream. So if you're someone who has a dream and you want to make it come true and you're not quite sure how to get started to make that happen, well, this is where I share what I've learned in my journey so far, and I'm still learning along the way about living your dreams, about pursuing a worthy and meaningful purpose in your life, about really going after what really matters to you. So I'm hoping that whatever I've shared here would really help you and encourage you in your journey of pursuing your dreams and fulfilling whatever it is that really matters to you. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments, or you can directly message me through any one of my social media links, which are in the write-ups attached to these videos. So recently I came to a realization that once again I have been kind of running away from my dream of being an artist. So even though on the surface it seems like I'm still producing work, like recently my animation won its very first film festival award. Yay! Yeah, and I'm still continuing Project 100 Dream Trees, as I've started looking for a wall here in Singapore to paint the 9th dream tree, since at the moment traveling is still kind of difficult. Yeah, so while I have been taking steps to be an artist, I realize that I haven't really allowed myself to go all out and to really create the things that I really want to, and to, more importantly, put myself out there. Like, as much as I might say that Project 100 Dream Trees is my dream project, I still want to have exhibitions. I still want to show my work and create an experience for people to come and get something from the work, or connect to something deeper within themselves because they interacted with my work in some way and form. And to be very honest, I have been quite chicken shit because I have not, I don't know if I could say it SHIT on YouTube, but I just did. So I've been very chicken SHIT, and I kind of take the easy way out by working on my animation and kind of just putting it on in film festivals. Yeah, and making artworks, but not exactly finding opportunities to showcase them and have an actual event around them. And that's the part that really scares me, that when I put my work and myself out there, that somehow people won't resonate with it, that somehow it won't be good enough. I fear rejection from collaborating with these exhibition places as well. And so because of that, I kind of settle with, I'm just going to put my stuff online, and then in the meantime I'm going to do other things like become a voice coach or become a creative coach. And not that there's anything wrong with taking on other roles in our lives, because these days we live in a very hyphenated society. And what I mean by that is, everyone nowadays seems to have many different titles, right? Like actress, activist, singer, songwriter, artist, chef, artist, all this kind of hyphenated titles that we've given ourselves. And for me, visual artist, voice coach, that's a hyphenated title as well. And not that there's anything wrong with that. But what I wanted to share in today's video, as what I've realized from my own experience, is that when we hyphenate our title and when we tell ourselves that we are a few different things, which we probably are most of the time, I guess the real thing that only you can figure out for yourself is, are these hyphenated titles that you give yourselves, or are these roles that you're taking up outside of the dream one that you have, are they really what you want, or are they like an excuse or a reason to not go all out in pursuing your dream? So for example, I'm always an artist first, right? But then honestly, in the last 3 months, I haven't actually created any art because I've been more focused on making my vlogs, on getting more voice coaching clients. And now I'm starting to see that it's a cop-out on my end, because the real thing that I really want is to do more art-related stuff. But because of whatever setbacks I had before, I kind of concluded that, me as an artist is kind of not enough. And so I have to take on other roles to feel like I am really making a difference, because somehow I believe that me as an artist can't really make a difference as much as me as a voice coach, for example. So, whatever your dream is and whatever dream role that you have given, or dream title that you have given yourself and the roles that you have taken up, I guess, while it's great to have a so-called backup plan, like, working a day job so that you can pay the bills, or, giving yourself another role or title so that you can do more with your life and your skills and your talent. I guess what I'm saying is that we really want to examine, are these additional roles that we've taken up, and is the day job, are these additional things outside of what our dream really is about? Are they really, really what we want and really something that matters to us right now? Or are they an excuse to not really go all out in pursuing your dream? And of course, I'm not saying, like immediately go quit that day job and like start, going full time into whatever your dream is, because clearly, you still need some practical sustainability while living in this reality that we live in. It's more of, are you letting that hold you back from really going all out and pursuing your dream? Like sometimes when you have a day job or when you have an alternative role which helps in, maintaining certain practical survivability and, thriving in the world, it could become a comfort zone. It could become a place where you start to feel that, I don't have to push as hard in the area which is my real dream. Like for me, I don't have to push as hard being an artist because at the moment, I have this other thing called voice coach. And I also was trying to build a creative coach title as well. And so I started to realize that I was hiding behind these titles and using them as an excuse to not go all out into being an artist. And these are not the only roles I have, because I've shared before also that I'm quite active in a local personal development and coaching community here in Singapore. And so over there we have like leadership training, we take on different roles within the community as well in order to support our growth and development and personal evolution as human beings. And over there I have a few leadership roles or a few other roles that I take on. And I started to see also that sometimes me, getting myself all busy in that community is also an excuse to kind of not focus on my art and to not really put in the time and effort and energy required to create the work that I want to create, or to bring my skill set to the next level, or to allow myself that time and space to really produce work that resonates with me and that I really want to express. So the point of today's video is that, whatever different roles that you have in your life, and I'm sure you have many of them, I think it's great to set aside some time to really go through them and to see which ones are the ones that really resonate with you and really matter to you. And it might also help to rank them in terms of, if let's say you only had like, a year left to live, okay, for whatever reason, like which one of these roles that you have is really like the number one thing that you want to do, such that you don't regret at the end of, when you look back at the end of your life, like that you don't regret that you didn't take time to really push yourself there and to really create something for yourself there. And it may not be the most practical route as far as you can tell at this point in time, but it is something that really matters to you in your life, and you want to start seeing that you don't want to neglect that, and you want to really put time and effort and energy into that area as well, such that the other obligations and commitments that you have don't become more important than that. So at the end of the day, when we are living this life of pursuing our dreams and going after what really matters to us, we may have other commitments and obligations, but the key thing is that whatever that dream is for you, that you still take steps and still take action on it, and don't let these other obligations and commitments and your day job or these other roles that you have, don't let them become more important than that dream of yours. And really just go for it. Like stop using those things to hold you back, and if necessary, end some of those roles. Like it's not that you have to end them forever, but at least when you start seeing that you're not spending enough time and energy in nurturing that dream of yours, look at the different roles and obligations and commitments that you have, and basically just like remove the ones that aren't important right now. You can always come back to them later, but focus on that dream of yours, because that will be the most important thing for you when you look back at the end of your life, because you don't want to have to regret that you didn't pursue that and you didn't put in more time and effort and energy there. So if you have enjoyed today's video, subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments, or you can directly message me through any one of my social media links which are in the write-ups attached to these videos, and I will see you next week.